How's everyone doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you. Most people know me, of course, as Samuel Santos, also the author Max Braggs. My birth name is Chester O'Shelley. So, for all those who would like to know who I really am, the man of many, the Santos, the man of many. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're enjoying all the wonderful things you're learning about Bloodstone Megaverse. The book. So, tonight, I get on here live with everyone. My time, I just gotta face the music. How do I face the music? I do so much. And I try to share everything I can with everyone all the time. I throw my hands up. I throw my hands up on my tongue. I love all of you. It's become a very amazing ride. Let me move my microphone a little closer. I feel like it's a little far off from what I want to do. So spend my time with you. It's not, how can I say this? We have several people around. You could hear people talking and things. How do I feel about this? So I have somebody asking me, how am I doing today? Is there still an earthquake on? Yes, deja vu. Deja vu. Huge earthquake coming. Deja vu. But it's scaring people, is what I'm being told. So they're not broadcasting my stuff. Okay. Look, Bloodstone Megaverse, okay? We can read it from a book if you want to. Okay. There is a huge earthquake coming. Look, it's right here in the pages. Deja vu. Deja vu. Deja vu. You've never had deja vu. You know that funny feeling you're getting right now that says, by design, you were there before you got there? Deja vu. It's right here in the book if you'd like to read it. Get your copy. Barnes & Nobles. 1849 is the year of a lot of things. It's not just a year. It's also a number system. It's not really just a number system. It has so many. We perceive this as a year. But if you notice, the story starts out, says, in the year of the Lord. 1849. Did you know the year of gold was not considered the year of the Lord? It was considered the year of the Santos. Very true. Because so much gold was being found that actually they used to preach against having gold. Did you know that? Very true. They did not want you having gold. Very much so. Now, you take it for what it's worth if you don't know much about history, but those who truly know about history will tell you that's true. They would actually preach against people trying to go to the gold places, to the mines, and they would talk about, that's the devil leading you to go here, there, and yonder. It's still the same system in place. It's still the same devils. So can I say that? It's never going to change. Yeah, I agree with that. I do feel a lot of that deja vu. Several people waking up. Deja vu. I love you all too. What about the Ark Testaments? Are they still on? Yes, they are still in play. They're beautiful. And I know Mama Earth. You see, deja vu on some things. I preach Mama Earth, Planet Earth. Mama Planet Earth. It doesn't matter how you say it. The universe, Mama Earth. It's not a God. It's not a man. It's a... I feel like the word is on the tip of my tongue. Primordial being, the universe. Is how she came through my dream and showed me universally. Deja vu. She has done that with every female, and they know it. Why is it hard for me to get a message out? I really keep asking Mother Earth this, and she replies the same thing. because she does not come back the way females perceive she would. So in dreams, she's using me as something as a consort, kind of like, hey, deja vu, this is that book. You know the one I'm talking about. So I feel that, deja vu. I feel that. I believe that's her way of letting everyone know Samael, her champion, is here. The one who's going to build the shields. The ones I'm going to. Okay? For anybody who has any idea other than, well, he's talking about another 200 or 300 years, forget it. I'm building them. This is my legacy. I could care less if nobody helps me. I don't want to be that way. I don't want to feel that way. I want everyone a part of this. That's what I said. I want everyone. That's why I've been prophesied at 126 years to be able to do this. If that's what it takes, that's the way I feel Mama Earth tells me to relay it to everyone. If that's what it takes, that's what I'm going to do. If you don't want to help, that's fine. That's on you. You got to live with the consequences. You got to live with it. I know the price of those consequences. I know the price. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a book that was written through Mother Earth, Deja Vu. Deja Vu is a direct line. You could say she shows you through each and every person to connect with her, because she's showing you the Samael, giving you that deja vu, saying, wake up, wake up. She wants her ark tabernacles. Wake up. That's the only way I can put that. I know there are several tonight doing it. I know there's several out there looking for it. I know there's several who are walking by right now buying their copies at Barnes & Noble's right now, because she is showing you how to play with it too. Now that upsets a lot of people, so I have to be very careful, and that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm doing this this hunger thing. It's like, all right, first of all, Deja Vu, how's my headache going? It is very strong right now. For those who know me, those who have come by to check on me, those who have been watching, those who have recently come to know who and what I am and what I am doing, that are praising me. When you pray, Samael, yes, I hear you. Yes, my spirit can be with you. My spirit in this vessel is broken up. How can I put this? Billions of little atoms. Is that the best way to put it? Signals that shoot out constantly. Unlike anybody else, there is one other female who can do this. I am always checking with other females to find out. But they are constantly got this line going with everyone. Maybe they shut it off here, there, and yonder, but I don't shut it off. That sounds almost unreal to be magical, but the truth is that's how she bore this vessel to come out, the Samael. My life goes exactly by the Samael, the Samael spirit. That's how when I became a medium, I was constantly being a medium and did not know it. I was constantly reading books of magics and didn't even realize I was reading them. So I want people to know what and why I am like I am today. Why I have this constant need and passion to, do this. It's born in me. So, I cannot complain. I cannot complain. Now, I'm sitting in an awkward position. Sorry, everyone. So you're going to see me move around a little bit. I'm doing this book right now. It's a Mama Earth, Planet Earth tells me it's in her hands, and I understand that. And she is going to make it number one through everybody, whether they see my stuff or not. I don't like that. I have to deal with it. For example, the underground, all the things that I do, all the things I've done, it's hard to put in one book. It really is. when you wake up and you realize that you constantly knew these things and then you were going to make it there, it's like telling somebody, and those it's not meant for will be like, oh, no. We got to understand that. Not everybody is meant for the same thing. So Mama Earth is going to give it to everyone her way. Everyone that is to have this book, use this book, make groups out of this book, those will be guided by her. Those who, I'm going to tell you now, there are those who knows of this book will never get a chance to buy it. Why is that? It's like I had to tell someone earlier who said, you know, why would you say you're the Grim Reaper and then come talk about how the planet's going to pass away? We need somebody to encourage us. We don't need a Grim Reaper. It makes no sense. It does when you look at it from planet Earth's point of view. What does that mean? Who's the one she calls when some caliphate's coming? Yeah, deja vu. Or some very bad storms are coming. Deja vu. Who does she call? She don't call just anyone. She calls the one she made for it. Deja vu. Now the one who's made for it also can come tell everybody it's happening. You asked me about the earthquake. Today, I wrote it down 4 times in my book. I write down everything in Deja Vu I can get to. 4 times today, I asked her, when's it coming? And she said, soon, in Deja Vu, 4 times. It's in the book. It's in the book. Let's get back to the book because, you know, I offend people by trying to help them. I make people mad because it's right here in the book. Here, it's right here in this page here. Let me read this. Let me read this for you. So anyway, I'm making people feel uncomfortable because I'm telling them what's coming. And here it is right here. Because I'm not their favorite pick. Because I'm not cute enough. Wait a second. Because I don't have that delicate, tender voice. Because I'm not the one they expect me to be. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Huh. I got to read this in a book right here in front of everyone, or I'm offending someone. It's right here. It's written right here. Right here it is. So, you know, don't be offended. It's in the book. So, you know, we just go with the author in the book, who also has a doctorate, who also has a PhD. Well, why not sitting in the university? Why should I have to? That's for a professor to do. But it's in the book. You say, well, you what? You can't get online like me and pass the classes? You're the first one to tell me you can't pass a bar exam? You don't have to go to a law school to pass your bar exam, honey. Think about what I'm telling you. It's right here in the book. Okay? Trust me, if you really want to, you have ways. It's in the book. Always options. Always. But, oh yeah, right here it says, Satan's a demon. Shh. Right here. It's written right here in demonology, by the way. Now, in demonology, you know, the only ones who ever told the future, it's written in the book. Now, don't take my word for it. They're the ones who told the futures to everyone. Right there in the book. I mean, this is books before this book. We're talking about books. Say, well, I've never read it. Well, a lot of books like this is online. And believe it or not, they're real. Wow, you can actually touch them and move them and stuff. Big news. Big news. Did you know book collections And some countries go for billions of dollars. Billions, I said. Where do you think I'm putting my book? Right on that shelf. What did I tell everybody about my book? Bloodstone Megaverse PG-13. PG style, I'm sorry. That the book, you wouldn't be able to get it no more. I told you one of them was sold for $7 million. I told you all. No, you can go get all the fakes you want, but this one's real. It's original. I kept telling everyone. You see what I mean? Kept telling everyone. $7 million it sold for. And you're not getting my copy. Oh, you got one of them. I still got my own copy. Don't believe me. Don't believe me. I wouldn't. I'm the one who wrote it. I wouldn't believe me. I wouldn't believe me one bit. All I know is I cashed the checks. I'd sip my coffee how I feel like it. Don't ever tell me I don't own something. Last time you heard Satan owns the whole world, there's a reason for that. I can walk into anybody's place, anyone I want to, and I do mean anyone. Walk right up to them and tell them what they dreamed that night. And usually they come face to face with me. And I pull the mask off. Who's the one can allow you more time? But I mean, hey, I don't want to offend nobody. It's in the book. We're going to stick with the book. Okay? Why am I doing this? Because everybody's trying to shut the door. Well, what do you mean by that? What does the world trying to shut the door on me for? Because I'm trying to save people's lives. It's right here in the book. You're starting pandemics? No. I'm saying prepare. Wait a second. We have a system in place for earthquakes. Right here. No, we don't, honey. You can have, but they choose not to. Because one of the best reasons to have a great earthquake is, well, you not only good population control, but also, well, let's stop and think about it from the moneymaker's point of view, shall we? That's right. There's a reason they have natural disaster associations and natural disaster reliefs and stuff like that. Because they're going to make sure those grants come in so they get paid for what you know nothing about. I mean, you want the truth. It's right here in the book. You can't get by the book. You want to, but the truth is, it's right here in the book. You see what I know? Right here in the book. All of it. All of its juiciness. You do not want to miss a single word. Deja vu. It is written in here. Now, why would I go make a GoFundMe for earthquake relief? That way, when it happens, the place where I store it at, people will be able to get the stuff they need. But hey, it's written in the book. Well, why don't you use your money, they tell me. Why don't you use yours? Because you see, while you were busy using yours up trying to get mine, I was busy using mine to get mine. It's in the book. While you're too busy not trying to get your own, you're trying to get mine. Right there in the book. I don't have to worry about it. I've done my part. I choose to make the next move, like playing chess. It's in the book. Not being mean about it, just telling it like it is. Why should I care? Why should I? You know, you're right. Deja vu. Why should I care about telling anybody about an earthquake? I'm tanking in the ratings here, baby. I'm tanking in the ratings real bad. This is making no sense to me. So you asked me why this change of attitude today. I went from deja vu, huge earthquake coming. It's right here in the book. To comedy. Well, because I'm tired of the blistering headache that takes my magic away from me. This huge earthquake's coming. It's right here in the book. I've got to say this stuff so I don't offend you. Hey, everybody. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying to you. I mean, honestly, I had a thing that literally almost made somebody cry earlier. And I didn't want to, but it's in the book. For example, everything has been so desensitized. You can't say that word. It's in the book. And you can't say this other word. Now you can't go here. Now you can't go there. You got to come right back to, well, you can't say that word. So that word is another word you can't say because you offended somebody else's word. It's right here in the book. I'm offending people's words every second. Why should I listen to this? See what I mean? You're being offended by something I never did do. I come out telling you exactly what would happen. But then, when I'm sitting here telling everyone exactly what's going on, what can we do to change it? There's a good deja vu. How about make sure you're telling everyone? How about you make sure you're at least sharing the information, know how crazy it is? Make sure you're doing that part. Share it. Share. Make sure you're telling them how crazy I really am. That's what I keep telling people, because it's in the book. But you know what? Mama Earth has a way of opening the doors when you least expect it. She really does. She really does. And opening them doors, that's all I'm trying to do. To say, hey, prepare. Get your stuff together. I can't tell you when you're going to be, where you're going to be. I can tell you when I'm going to be, where I'm going to be, and when it happens to me. But I cannot tell you when it happens to you. It's not my job. I do not believe that's Mother Earth's job. So, chances are I believe she would know. And it would be up to her to give you that. If you truly want that invisible line like I got to her. Like this incredible egg. Yeah, everybody wanted to see the egg tonight. Here it is. It's right here, safe and sound. I didn't put it up against no tree again because I believe one of these days all my doors will be open. I will be heard around the world. I will be the emperor on top of the world. Why? Because like I said, deja vu, time and time again. It was written earlier. Good morning, Emperor. When I woke up, 5 days in a row. Good evening, Emperor. Out of nowhere, I'm sitting here doing something. Good evening, Emperor. Deja vu. Tonight, before I lay down, those are the words out here. Good night. Sweet dreams, Emperor. Now, there's nobody saying it. You see what I'm saying? It's deja vu in it. Now, does that make me upset? No, that actually makes me happy. What makes me upset is I feel like I'm not doing enough. When Mama Earth is telling me you are doing enough, let me do some of it. But she knows this headache. She knows the grinding. Like, I was sitting earlier talking to some friends. I wasn't really sitting, we was out talking. And they said, I know what the grinding sounds like. Do you believe that? And I said, I know. I know. Everyone's got it. It's like it's her preset by design. And I do mean preset by design. In other words, instinctively, we already know what's fixing to happen. Humans know they have a chance to save civilization. But listen to me when I say this, because you're not listening. It's in the books. It's been in every one of them. And I'm trying to be very sweet about all this. Last 6 civilizations, they counted on their governments to do, and they did nothing at all. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I keep going to Mama Earth, and I'm saying the last 6 civilizations was wrong. You're right. Here we are in the 7th. So I have to do something different to get the Ark Tabernacles to be building. I hope you understand what I'm getting at. I went to all the females this time. Deja vu. Deja vu. Deja vu, Mama Earth. Planet Earth. Planet Pinky, I've called her a lot. So I keep pushing it. That's all I know to do. That's what she keeps giving me to do. That she gets it. She's going to get it in everybody's head this time. This time we have the fighting chance we didn't have last time. I really know exactly deja vu. I believe they are getting the message this time. The last times it was all relied up on their leaders. It relied up on the big people who's supposed to be taking care of the planet, who's supposed to have been listening. I believe, I know, I look back into that past, and they would literally be mad at Samael. Samael would just walk away. He's not going to fight you because you want to fight. Samael could care less about fighting you and playing macho. That's not the Samael you're looking at. And everyone who truly knows Samael has heard that before. He's not the guy you want. There you go. He's not the guy. When he's on the front line, you don't want him there. He's done figured out how to get everybody else to do it, and he'll go around and come back up through while you were sitting there staring at the wrong puzzle. That's the Samael, the true Samael. Because he isn't going to take time fighting 100,000 men, wearing himself out and getting nowhere at all. Samael's the type who's going to take them all on at once, a different way than they expect. And then boom. That's the Samael Mother Earth knows. That's why we go back to the spirit. I spent the last 7 years of my life working on this system. It's working. It's in the book. I know, I told people. I spent right at 30 years actually putting memoirs together through deja vu for this. That's what I'm getting at. Deja vu. So when I say an earthquake's coming, deja vu. You also hear behind that soon, deja vu. Puts us all on the same page, doesn't it? Thank you. Thank you for helping understand that. I'm trying to get it out. That's like playing some music earlier. I said, you know what? Planet Earth's like, just go live. Just go live and talk to them all. And that's what I'm doing. Deja vu on, I need to do services for people. Okay, so here it is. I'm trying. I'm giving it all I got with the headache, the gear grinding. Does my joints hurt? So I was training earlier. Everyone knows I got names for my trees. So I was training with all the ladies, and that's how I feel. I mean, Samael would rather train with females any day and twice on Sunday than a bunch of guys. Well, one thing, females are quicker. Second of all, females will outsmart you very quickly. Yeah, I can hear snickering and giggling behind that, and that's great because they know it. Men, you know, I train with wrestlers. I train with boxers. I go to the gym and I still train with those guys. And that's okay. But there's a different way you train with females. That just will beat your butt. Do not kidding you. It's in the book. I got to get back to the book. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Thank you. I think you're understanding. Thank you. And I know you are. And I'm not saying you're not. So I'm going to take all the time I need for all of you. I have some candles out here lit up. I'm not going to put none on my hat. Not tonight. Never mind. Okay. Let's take all the time we need tonight. I'm not in no hurry. And it seems like I've slowed down. Everybody knows I was working on my comedy today. I'm going to put out more tomorrow. That's what helps me break the gear grinding, the headaches, as well as there are those online and some people around today. Like I said, my peoples, when you become one of my people and you sit here and you accept it and you say, you know what, I don't think he's as crazy, because I not only will Mama Earth have you see her in a vision, in a dream, like this electric field of a female. She will do that. Just open your mind up and say, I want to see that. She will show it to you. You will then know Samiel's very real, because she's going to show you this. You're going to say, I know this. So you will become a believer. You'll become a believer in magic. What can it do for you? It can heal you. Heal. It can give you wealth, power. I didn't bring you a silly book. I brought you something incredible. That's what 1849 also represents. It's another gold rush that's happening, and you're getting to be part of it. I mean, isn't that what we're looking for? Something incredible that we can just latch around, enjoy, just kick back and enjoy it. But here's the thing. My social media shows nothing what I get. And it is a little depressing. But Mama Earth says just keep sticking with it. Don't let it go. It will come around. Okay. What else am I going to do? Get mad about it? Get down about it? Nah. No, I've been to rock bottom 3 or 4 times. I don't care to go back. I'm not going to mess with it. Like earlier, somebody said, man, if I felt the way you did, I think I'd be drunk every day. No, I went through alcohol. And I'll tell you now, I became an alcoholic. I sure did. But I'm not an alcoholic no more. You say, well, that's impossible. No, there are people who cannot stop being an alcoholic. Just the way it works. Me, I had the willpower. I broke it. I don't have to have it. There's some days I don't even think about it. I mean, it's just no sense of thinking about it. That's alcohol. Drugs. Did I ever do drugs? I've done a lot of drugs. But I'm just saying, I don't do them. I mean, anybody can. That's like earlier, somebody asked me about, well, you said you do a lot of drugs, right? Deja vu. Yeah, I've done prescription, yeah. You know, who hasn't? Simple truth, it's in the book. It's in the book. I'm still holding on to the book. We're still in the book. Okay. Should I have to read it to you? I am the author of it. Okay. Guess I gotta read it. Page 85. Ha 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 ha. I'm telling you, it's been a busy day today. Right here in the book. It's been a busy day today. I'm not kidding you. Yeah. It's right here in the book. I'm not kidding you. Not one bit. So I was practicing earlier on guitar, and I plan to break it out here in a little bit. Hang on. You heard me. I got a little Miss Blue with me, so yeah. Got a little Miss Blue with me. No biggie. Why am I not talking? I'm in deja vu right now, ladies and gentlemen. Mama Earth will take care of the rest, is all I can say. Yes. Okay, deja vu. Deja vu, 150,000th time. That direct line between you and Mama Earth that I know and I am part of, you cannot break it. It's every thought. It's part of the whole system. Right here in Deja Vu. I wrote the book in Deja Vu. That is no joke. Everybody, I preached it. I've said it. And when I say preach, I don't mean like preach. I mean more like, hey, I wrote the book in Deja Vu. Told you, I'm tired of being in a hurry today. That's all I've been in is in a hurry. About time I get to take a break. Right here it is. Right here in the book. Deja Vu. Let me hold it up here for everyone to see. I'm telling you, this is no joke. It's sad, but no joke. My hair tickling my nose. Everyone get to see the Groot videos today? Groot did awesome, did he? I know. Put it where you need it, baby. I'll take care of the rest of it later. It's in the book. It's in the book, okay? It's in the book, okay? It's in the book. You got me? You got me? It's in the book. Mwah. I love you. It's in the book. It's in the book, okay? It's in the book. Let me read it again. It's in the book. Spank me, baby. Spank me. Oh, it's in the book. Spank me. Spank me. Spank me now. It's in the book. Look. Spank it. It's in the book. Right here it is. Look. Don't want to offend somebody. Everybody like my little white guy jokes, don't they? Huh? They're like, you're not like some little bitty white dude. But you should have made people think it. It's in the book. It's in the book. Okay, let's get back to the book reading, shall we? Right here. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're enjoying yourself. Me, I'm just doing what Mama Earth lays on my sweetheart to do. It's in the book. We're reading from the books. Now, this isn't reading from this particular book. No. We're actually reading from this particular book, okay? But for those who don't know, we've got to be showing we're reading from the book. The book. Shh. You think I'm kidding? I'm telling you. I'm not joking about this one bit. We got to read from the book. Yeah, it feels like passing notes we shouldn't be having to pass, but we're doing it anyway. Shh. What does that mean? Some people in this world can't handle the truth. That's the cold, hard truth. So, I know you're hearing it. But it's in the book. So everything I've got right here has been spammed, restricted, cut off, not showing up. It's in the book. Every social media has shut me down. It's in the book. It's in the book. I don't forget either. Bloodstone Megaverse. That's in the book too. The Art Tabernacles will not forget. Right here. It's in the book. You see, that's how Samuel Satan knows who his friends really are. And he doesn't have to hang them on trees to find out. It's in the book. It's in the book. Okay. The page is open. It's in the book. We're reading from it. I can see the words from here. To know who my friends are, I don't have to hang on the trees. They do a good job on their own. Think about it. Isn't it incredible when you stop and think about what a book is made from? Anybody stop thinking about that? Yeah. It's made from wood. Yay, 10 points for those who hasn't picked up a book their whole lives. Talk about chemistry, talk about, this thing is full of allergens right now, particles. It's in the book, okay? You can read it for yourself. Buy your own copy and read it. It's a wonderful book. So anyway, it's in the book that Mother Earth, Planet Mama Universe is the same, okay? Mother Universe is the same as Planet Earth. She speaks for her planet. She is under the ground right now. She's the tree behind me. She's the wind. She's the air. She's the land. She's everything. And you can truly see it if you really reach out there to touch. You'd find more magic than you can imagine. You'd find more incredibleness than you ever thought was possible. There's no price to pay either. Did you hear me? There's no price to pay with Mama Earth. Notice all these religions and stuff. It's in the book. All these religions, all the institutions, everything has always cost you as a member. Guess what? It's free. Completely free to believe. Would you like to know? At 100%, Mama Earth is free. True story. Everybody's loving it. Females are finding out. They're waking up by the thousands in the morning, going, Mama Earth, I need that book. Where's that book at? And they're getting on Barnes & Noble and finding it. You see what I'm talking about? You see the system in place. You now know why I'm called the Emperor, because all I got to do is just do whatever I want to do. Because I know she's got my back. I know she's taking care of my business. That's why I am Samael Santos. That's why they're still coming. You see, that's the problem. I want people to understand. It's right here in the book, okay? Buy you a copy. Don't hold back from Mama Earth and your magic. You have magic locked up inside you know nothing about. Don't hold back from her. Let her in. Yeah, she's going to let me through the door. So just go ahead and let me in. I promise you, it's a beautiful adventure. Like you ain't ever known, but you want to know. As soon as you find out, yeah, I know. I get my messages from all of you. Thank you. Trust me, it helps me because I'm not alone. Think about me being the only man. Hold on. Dry throat. Think about this. If you were the only man in a group of a whole world of Amazon lesbian women, and you're the only man there, think about that. It's pretty unique when you stop and think about the way Mama Earth gives it to me and perceives it in here. Why? Because I'm the only one that she chose to listen, to feel, to understand this, bring it to everyone, and then let them experience it. So it does work that way. So let's put it this way. It's in the book. I have somewhere around 2,000 followers. And you can go do the numbers yourself. You'll see. I have over 2,000 followers on one of my social medias. All of them give me a thumbs up. Check this out. All of them give me a thumbs up on my video. And only 10 views showed up as my number. How does that work, social media? Bingo, your algorithm fails you. It's in the book. Don't believe everything you read, ladies, when you're looking at it from a computer board. But the one thing you can believe when you read is what is written in wood, paper. Word for word, deja vu. Now you know why you want this book. You see, women love books. I'm just going to be honest with men. Boys today who have grown up in the last 20 years are still boys. But women know what to cuddle at night. Even females who are married with husbands, they wake up with their books I wake up with this book like that. And I'm like, thank you. Because I know where to find Mama Earth at. She's in there. You see my point? You'll eventually find out who Mama Earth really is in my book. She's in there, yes. When you read it, and I know I'm going to have 3 or 4 people say, I need to read that book again. For like the 4th time, 5th time. Where's she at? Why don't I go pull her out of the book? Okay, well, we're reading. Remember, we're still reading from the book. I haven't shut the book yet. No, the book is not shut. Don't want to offend nobody. Okay, but I want you to listen. I want you to pay real good attention to what I'm telling you, because it's the difference between life and death. Okay? This is the one time the Grim Reaper gets to tell everyone exactly what's about to befall the whole world. Again. Next page. You're following. That's what I'm talking about. Mama Earth will not let you down if you don't let her down. Tonight I have a lot of friends. It's in the book. 3 or 4 more new friends who are, I'm going to write like this, church leaders of different faiths. Hey, Samuel, we know you're real. We know about Mama Earth, but we don't know how to present it to our congregations. So what are we going to do? Well, there's 2 ways of doing this. A, you stand up and say, hey, everybody, today we're going to try to get in touch with our planet spirit. She's real. It's in our books. Go find it. Then what we're going to do, we're all going to house around and pray to her and see which one blesses us more, what we're following or her. You see, let's go back to the next page up here. You see, Mama Earth has one thing in common with everyone no other God does. It's called deja vu. Now, in that deja vu, when you need so many people, they deja vu what to do. That usually Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and back to Sunday. So chances are, not only is Mother Earth going to fill your buildings full of people who love you, that share the same common goals. There you go. It's pretty simple math. She'll take care of it. Where our religions have failed us time and time again, Mother Earth has never failed you yet. We just never knew where to really look. Then Samuel shows up and tells everybody, hey, open your eyeballs. Deja vu. You're living in it. You're walking in it. You're talking in it. You're living in it. I still read from the book, too. Samuel will protect his bloodlines. Full freaking force. And that's what everybody knows about this book when you read it. Everybody wants to be on the side of the one who's going to protect what's his more than anything. This planet is mine, not yours. It can be part of yours, yes. But you gotta truly get in touch with Mama Earth, because she tells me and I come and tell you. And then you go back to her and say, I don't like that. She's going to tell you, I don't care. Then you go do what you want to do, and she sends one of her pets after you. It's written right in the book. There's 13 of them. You've been with your whole life and didn't even know it. Actually, everybody's been with these 13 entities their whole life. I mean, who do you think the Watchers are? Everybody pretty much knows who the Watchers are. Are you figuring it out? The Grim Reapers have always been with us. It's in the book. It's in here, okay? I can't offend somebody when I tell you it's in the book, and it's right there. What page you want me to go to? Have you read it? I'm telling you, it's a beautiful ride. I want to get off this. I want to move forward. I was told I wasn't giving people live enough or long enough for a service. So I want to make sure I do that. Will I do a stand-up comedy routine? Okay, so no, but if you want a joke, I can tell you a few live. When I go visit, I will pretty much, do something standing up. The reason why I'm sitting down tonight, you can call me lazy. I don't really care at this point, because we're still in the book. When you're having a magical moment, let's enjoy the ride. Now, sorry, I got to itch my side. I hope that didn't hurt nobody's feelings. It's in the book. It's in the book. I don't get mad. I don't get upset. I don't. I won't. What would I say about last night? I was going to do like hold on. Have a good night. All right, later. Love y'all. Okay, so some people leaving. Anyway, long story short, we're going to get back to where was Deja Vu Me. Deja Vu Me out here on a beautiful night. Beautiful night. So holding the service, talking to people, I have no choice. Okay, Deja Vu, blessings to you. Deja Vu, for those that are hurting tonight. Deja Vu, you'll feel the magic. Just take in the spirit. That is part of what I do as a leader, so get off the Grim Reapers. We're off the Grim Reapers right now. I don't want to be hurting nobody. I'm not reading out of the books, so let's not talk about them yet. So last night I was going to sit down with some candles and do some stuff like that. The migraine got so bad that honestly I had to lay down and close my eyes. Deja Vu me some more stuff. Okay, the book. The book, what's my best part about the books? I'm going to say it like this about 1849. Every part of it. It is very unique. Everyone tells me the way that it is written and designed, you can tell the works in it. I'm not kidding. You can tell there's probably 30 years worth of work in that book. Through the memoirs, the Deja Vu, those that were working with me on it. They just knew it was something. The word that I really found interesting was this book has the potential of being the greatest book ever written. Right out of Deja Vu. I mean, it was, everyone who was involved was just knew it. And I'm the one who gets to present it to the world. Tonight I have several who has bought their books. Right now is at #1. See, we haven't done a press conference on it yet. So it has been pushed very well. And that is amazing. And I thank all those who have went and got their copies. Those who have. Actually, everyone who has read the book or reading the book has been checking my profiles. I thank you. Please become a member. Join my work. Just follow along, because the second book is going, that's what they're after. They want to know about the second book, the Ark Tabernacles. Deja Vu on a lot of those, yes. But how long is it going to take? Because you know, some people, they want that book now. We got to take that time. Okay, we got to take that time. But I'm not done yet, okay? I want to say, not to get off track, some of my favorite parts of this book, one of the first ones that sticks out is, of course, can you imagine right off the bat? I know what some people are thinking. Within that magical moment, you're how many get to that one hook and you're like, oh, that hurt. Deja vu. You know what I'm talking about. Those that have read it, I don't want to give it away, because those who do hear me know that when they read that part, they're like, oh, you ball. Oh, no, he didn't. Yes, I did. Not just one, but the other one hurt too. You got to read the book. Here, I'll pull it out for you real quick. Did you hear that? Yeah, no, I'm not going to repeat the words. Sorry. I hope you just heard me, Yes, deja vu. Those that know what I'm talking about. They're like, it ain't happening to me. It was so big to get put on paper. Thumbs up on that one. That is one of the best hooks. I like the next hook, which is, I consider the next hook is the second hook. I consider to be a really genius one, is where there's a hook happening you don't see. If anybody realizes what I'm talking about, it's the tunnel scene. It's a huge hook, isn't it? Yes, it throws you for a loop real quick. The tunnel one kind of throws you way out there. You do not expect that. No, I was told by 4 or 5 readers, I did not expect that. Okay, I didn't expect that to be there. I would have figured anything else, but that just blew everyone for a loop. I love that. So you're talking about that. Most people, so you get to the next loop, the next hook, and I said next loop, sorry about that, but it does kind of come in loops, kind of like portals. So if you're trying to keep up with yourself as Samuel Anton, you're going to know you're going to loop back around, okay? That is one of the biggest kickers. Most people don't realize when it's happening. So he goes through portals. It's the best way to describe that, with the medallion, of course. I kind of use this as kind of the same instance, where you see me jump from music to my writing. So it kind of does coexist as Max Braggs. Mama Earth uses Max Braggs because I like using that name, but I feel like because females can write within that name as well. If you notice in the book, yes, deja vu, somebody's like, oh, it just dawned on me what he just said. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep that quiet, so I really want people to catch that hook. There you go. There are those going, I know what he's talking about. So I will put it this way: bumblebees. How's that? Will that work? Bumblebees in a tree. We're reading it in the book. Okay, yeah. Or I don't know. We could go with BB guns. How's that? Would that work? No. Well, nothing's wrong with a daisy. Just put it that way. Very well possible, yes, in deja vu. I am going that route. Just put it that way. For those who has read the book, they go to the tanker. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. That story is partially there as we talk. Okay, so now the Ark Testament's tabernacles are not mentioned in this book, but only in a very shadowed complexity. Can I put it that way to you? So yes, there is a type of mention to it. I was headed that way, but I didn't feel like putting a lot of that detail into it until this book had come out, was the way I kept getting it. So what was the other loop besides the tunnel? Okay, so most people don't. I tried not to let anybody know what was going to actually transpire in the woods. In the woods, some things do happen that we're going to take back through. I think it's going to be somewhere around book 3. So don't be shocked when those things happen. Because I'll say this, another hook that comes up that I really like is going back into town. Yes, those who in Deja Vu, yes, I'm talking about when you go back into town and he really doesn't know what he's doing and he gets so frustrated. You're going to hear him talk about the good sheriff. There you go. That hook is wonderful. I'm not kidding you. Who would have ever thought you would have felt for, yeah, who would ever thought you'd have felt for the star? Put it that way. Who would have thought for a second you turned against the good sheriff? Honestly, who would have ever thought that? You have that feeling in that hook. So when you're reading the book, you're like, he makes a real good point here. I know. I get that deja vu. It's like people are like, I really like that. It will throw you for a loop really quick. What about what about Jill Dames? Huh? What about her? Shay, Jill Dames, what about her? She was in the book. Is there going to be a story on her? There is going to be. So yes, for those that want to know. She's not shut out of the book. You might think so, but in the future will tell that story. There's a big, huge hook to that. So, okay, so let's move forward. What else hook do I come across next that really got people's attention? So in the book, when you're going through it and you're reading it, you can actually feel like you're part of the characters as they're coming through. You know what I mean? And there's those who know what I'm talking about. Some who has picked out who this person is, who that person is, and they don't go by the same names. So it's pretty interesting what you're going to come across. So from when the next hook happens, what does people think about Sam? What does everybody think about Junior being, tied to a chair? I won't give none of that away. He ends up in a movie theater, tied to a chair. Now see, there's a hook there. Most people are like, I didn't see that. But you did. You can see it. I mean, Deja Vu, you can see this is a movie and know you'll enjoy it. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I keep saying Warner Brothers wants this book. Warner Brothers, you want this book. You want to make this a movie. And I'm the guy who knows how to make that happen. You want this in a theater. That's how good it was. I mean, just the Deja Vu is it's there. It's screaming to be number one. Deja Vu about the guns. Will they get a bigger part in the next one? They have a huge part to play in number 2, yes. Very much so. So we're doing like a book review tonight with Mama Earth, and talking about those things that we sometimes miss in life. The earthquake, Deja Vu, it's right here in the book, see? I'm going through it right now. Don't want to make nobody mad. I'm trying not to. Not trying to offend nobody, not trying to scare nobody. It's in the book. So just remember that. Hopefully everybody will tell everybody it's in the book, so read it. I don't know how else to present this to you without being shit canned from the social media, you know what I mean? Because that's what they'll do. And we can't have all that. It's in the book. I'm just doing what I can. Mama Earth opened the doors. It's in the book. Deja vu. So I hope all of you understand what I'm talking about. I hope all of you feel for me. I really want you to. I especially want all the females to. Feel for me, because I am working that hard. My family knows this. My friends, they come by and say, we know you're dedicated. That we see it. It's your whole life. We can't get near you without a microphone or a video going. You know, there's no alone time. That's what I said. There's really no alone time. This here is it. Everybody knows I'm here writing my book, so I'm trying to get this done. The music, the working outs. Yeah, you hear it. No, it's flat. You can't. Never mind. No, I'm not going to lift my shirt. What else? Let's see here. You want to see me lift my shirt? Get out here and work with me in the yard. Or number 2, be at the gym with me. Number 3, I don't know, be in the shower with me. There are several want to know. I don't know why it would be that important, especially when I just don't want to. I don't feel it. Mother Earth is like, no. It's just her way of having her way. So that's all I can say. You know what I mean? Okay. I know. In the book, let me tell you about one of the most beautiful scenes I ever seen. It's a hook. Are you ready? Standing on top of the tower, laid back against the glass. Eyes laid closed, but you can see inside her silhouette. Beautiful rainbow of colors dancing about her. The aura was so impressive, you could not even see her skin. It was so amazing. Delicate but smooth. Soft and tender. It beckoned to be clothed but unclothed. It reminds you of a celestial being that was skyborn before your eyes. Deja vu. That was beautiful, wasn't it? You see why you want the book, right? You see why you want this. Now you know why. You feel why. Just love it. Oh, love it. Okay, right there. Didn't hurt the book. See, there ain't even a wrinkle or scratch on it. We're still in the book. We're still in the book. Don't go anywhere yet. So, I need a cigarette. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're enjoying this. I haven't given away nothing yet. I've been wanting to talk about these hooks for a very long time. Tonight seems like that night. So, and I'll get to do it 100 million times over. I mean, it is going to. When you get through the first hook, you will be hooked. I kid you not. What's the next big hook coming? There's so many in it. That's exactly Deja Vu. This book is loaded with hooks, you see. It's not just a hook. It's not a thought. Somebody said, how about when you promote the book, how can you say it in just like 8 words or 2 sentences? And I said, it's like you wake up in the world and it's Satan's. And now you know it. And now you get a chance to save it. Kiss the Adventure. Pretty close, accurate, about as true a statement as I can say. So, you know, that's how that works. So the next hook, what's another huge hook coming? How about those who, I know I'll get to that hook shortly. There's one where the floor scene. Okay, let's back. We better get in the book. This is getting bad. Okay, so how about when you meet Dracula? Very sneaky to that, wasn't it? Very sneaky how you meet Dracula. You find out he's a pretty bad boy. When you ain't making him happy, you find out he's a very bad boy. And then what shows up? Oh yeah, exactly. You find out that becomes even bigger bad boy, and that's when Malefic shows up. So I'm like, that scene, and that while I was writing it and talking to everybody and getting in the positions and stuff we needed to do the writing, so I could get the angles right while I'm writing the book. It's really, you need to perceive some of this stuff almost as if it is happening. So that's really where writing takes a huge turn, to have those who will help you get in the right positions, take the right pictures, and we did a lot of that. And if you go back to back 3 years ago when I was doing green screen stuff, you'll see the dragons and stuff. I don't know. They should come up. I don't see why they wouldn't. But I know it's been right about 3, almost 4 years ago when I was working big time construction. And I say big time, I mean I had a lot of work going on with the buildings and things before Corona hit. Corona, whoever. I don't even think there's such a thing anymore. Just saying. I've been so busy. It's in the book. It's in the book. So, get out of the book real quick. Get back in the book. Sorry. Excuse me. So that, with the green screens, we were doing a lot of, trying to get the acting down together and write this stuff out. So when you see the scene where Dracula shows up, it's really a very, I cannot say gruesome. You have that feel to it. Well, there's a reason for that. Book 2 will give you more of a detail of what happens. Malefic shows up, and we just went into World War III in this book. I mean, it was an all-out war. Characters were coming out of everywhere. I mean, it was like opening a bag of a whole can of worms at once on everyone. It's like, who is that? Then it's like, what was that? Exactly, deja vu. Things were happening inside other things were happening at the same time, and you're trying to figure out where those things are coming from. And it really messes with some people's minds, how woven it is. You figuring it out, but it's so woven. You're like, I need to go back and read that again, because did that really say that? Or did that really happen? Yeah, deja vu on that one thing. We'll get to that just in a second. About the ball. I know, right? That floors a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're going to make a movie about that for sure. You'll know what I mean. You'll know what I mean when you read it. Okay, so now back to the next hook that comes up after that. Well, we know that the Achilles was really a great hook. I really like working with the character Achilles. Achilles really really was, it would floor people how he worked out really good in this book. I really liked the way that he was smooth with the character, how I was able to present him and then get him to make his exit. It was really good. I thought I was told by 2 or 3 authors who has read the book, said, I like the way you got him in and got him out. It was really incredible. He is still going to be in one of the books. Very major role to play in it. Very huge. Because he's going through the labyrinth. And anybody knows of the Underground Labyrinth knows that that book itself is going to have to be a very, very intricately woven book. If I can best describe it that way. In the second book that of Bloodstone Megaverse, I must tell you that I don't think much of the labyrinth is going to be in it, but some of it is. And it really will be telling 2 stories at once is the way that I feel to say this. One part of the story you'll know about, the other part you will not. So, kind of that's how that seems to be working out, and I'm going with it. So the Achilles hook is a very important hook that must come into it and make its exit, which it did, as well as the other characters, because you're going to be I believe the world's going to be really impressed when they find out who the Dark Prophetess is, because you have a story that seems to be out of whack with all the spirits. You get that feeling, right? When you're reading it, it's like, Kazora? What about Kazora? Is she really a spirit? Very much true. Kazora to Dracula is a huge spirit unknown. And no, it's not his daughter. Well, I will tell you now, Kazora is not Dracula's daughter. It actually comes from an old folklore. You don't know what the folklore is. So that's why it's in there. An old folklore was that Dracula, and those who know that his brother, Lan, right? It was said several times that they had what you call concierges. You had, debutants. However you want to say it. It would be like a female who's a friend between the two. Does that make sense? So, can't make up her mind which one she wants. Right? Kind of thing. So, for the most part, a lot of people assume that is also the Vlad Dracula's actual queen, Maria. So, for those who would like to know exactly where this comes from, if that makes sense. So, but Kazora is not Maria. Let me lay that out. Okay, Kazora is nothing like Maria. Milena, I know I got that name too coming through my head. That's okay. That's okay, because we're working with this, not, anything else. I'm keeping it pretty close and accurate as I got the information. So we're going to kind of go with that. Now, the thing about what is happening in the next hook that's coming, I keep getting Lucy's bedroom, deja vu, very lovely scene. Very lovely scene. I love the way that I was able to lay it out. She is her own beast. Now, where did I come up with that? Because a lot of people want to know, how did I come up with a Hound of Hell, three-headed and still made it work out to one. Beautiful. The way that she comes in like a force to be reckoned with, it leaves you floored, doesn't it? I mean, it makes you not want to have to cross her again. And that's how you feel too. Because I really want people to enjoy Lucy in this book. I had so many thumbs up on Lucy. She is that girl. She is that one you wish you had. Because she's not only sweet and gentle, then she turns out to be a pure pain in the... And she knows it with a smile. You love that. You can't get by that. You can't just find it anywhere, but you can find it in here. And that's what one person did tell me in Deja Vu. He said, I can't find that anywhere, but I found it in here. And that was beautiful. That I could write that, put it out, and people are going, that was nice. I hope there's more of that. Book 2, yes. Lucy has not made her stand yet in book 2 that I'm working on, but she's working on it. Let's put it that way. I feel like her character really wants to come out in a huge way, and I want to work with that. Now, what's the next hook we're headed for? That's why I said all of it is, each part, I can't choose. I don't want to, I guess, but I know I can't. I've read so many books in my life. I've listened to so many audios. This book is one of those I know I'd walk by and I had to have it. Yes, I knew it. When I was writing it, that's why I'm out here giving it to everyone as much as I can. It's one of them books you know it's got to be part of you. You just feel it because it's like that. What's the next big Harry Potter movie coming out, or big Star Wars coming out, or the big, Marvel Universe, or however, what's the next big one? Is there going to ever be another big one, or is it going to be the same ones made over and over? And then you step across this and you say, oh, I found it. This is that one. Because as much as you want to relate to these spirits, everyone can relate to each one of them. True story. Everyone can relate to each of these characters in here. And when you get to the end of the book, how much of you can relate to that? I mean, every one of us. I knew it kept coming. You know how Satan is torturing poor Junior over stuff that he cares nothing about. Right? Right? Yeah, Deja Vu. I care nothing about that. Why are you bugging me with that? Then you find out why. It's in the book. Great hook. Exactly. Deja Vu. You didn't expect... Okay, so you didn't expect the sewing. I will give you that. That as much as I want to say right now, okay? Let's wait until more of the books are sold and everybody is getting in tune, in touch with it all. Okay, Deja Vu. Because there are people going, I don't believe that's in this book, but it's in this book. I swear to God, it's in this book. It's written. Yep. That's what they're going to say. I can't believe I just read that. I can't believe I just read that. And so you do. That's why I said this book, when people come back to me on this book, and some of my friends around here who have read the book already, most people walk by me and go, I love the book, man. And just keep walking. I loved it. Other ones who are close by know me. They just come up to me grinning. I can't believe you wrote that, but you wrote that. That was nice. It throws you for a complete loop. You're waiting till it comes back around again, and then boom, I just throw it at you like goodies, don't I? I know it. It's like somebody, you're coming around and they're going to throw you a bag full of candy right then and there. Or you could say popcorn, deja vu, or you could say drinks, and it's like deja vu or candy, and you just know I'm fixing to throw that candy at you. Deja vu. And it's sweet treats too, ain't they? Yeah, you know it is. That's why I say never feed Lucy. If you feel like the invisible hound of hell is in bed with you, out of my book, do not go buy her popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want her popcorn to fart back on you. I kid you not. Do not even tempt her. Tell her no and leave. Because while you're sleeping, you'll smell popcorn. I kid you not. And it doesn't smell good. Just remember that. You know what I mean? I'm having deja vu right now. Don't be giggling and don't be laughing. But you know you smelled popcorn when you woke up after trying to feed Invisible Lucy popcorn. Because she actually gets that popcorn. And you just don't realize it. It's like there's pieces missing. Then you're the one who's going to have to suffer. Because she thinks that's funny. I don't feed her popcorn at night when she's ready to sleep. I know better. It's in the book. Okay. Stay in the book. All right. Now, as incredible as that is, I know it. It's getting late. And I promised the guitar. But deja vu tomorrow night. I will work with that and try to make it even earlier. Anything else I want to come up with? I wanted to finish some of my hooks up. Now, as well as the other hooks, I'm not telling you all the hooks for all those in Deja Vu. I've skipped several of them, haven't I? It's like they're like, why don't you go back to, and I know. Trust me, and we will. I'll tell you what I've seen. Deja Vu from Dreams. The book sells so well. I literally start crying because I get to watch it in a theater. After production, after movie making. And I know this. I want that moment. I want that moment with everyone. I want to be able to share that moment. Help me support this book. You're making my dreams come true. And I appreciate that. That's why I ask for such support. That's why I say what I say. That's why I keep doing what I do. You know, that's a dream come true for me. That to know that my book makes it and becomes #1 movie for years. I mean, that's something you can't take back. That's something you don't want. That's something that you're striving for. Because this book was incredible. From the moment we laid the first word down to the last word, we didn't want to stop. I'll be honest with you, 100 and almost 200 pages, and we didn't want to stop. We wanted to keep going. And for the most part, like when I'm writing the book, the second one now, do I have others helping me with the book on the second one? Yes and no. I have to be very careful because spiritually I am a spirit realm. So those that know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean. You have to be careful. There's no way you can't be. If Mama Earth tells you to let someone read something, then read it. But she tells you not to, you don't. You don't, because you more than likely know by the first once or twice when you do, you've messed somebody up pretty bad. And that's why I don't do something just out of whack. That's why I step in Deja Vu. That's why I'm sitting here with you right now with the book. I come out here with a total different agenda than what I'm doing right now. I come out here, I was in Deja Vu and Mama Earth, come out here, say some things right here in Deja Vu. You know, like the huge earthquake's still coming, Deja Vu. You see what I mean? So we're still right here. Okay, I'm not got this book in my hand. Okay, Okay, so we're right here. And while I'm talking about this, she's Deja Vu. I'm going Deja Vu, by the way. Yes, somebody Deja Vu'd me about $100,000 for the earthquake relief or the Ark Tabernacle. So I'm going to pray more on that. That there is somebody who's going to match $100,000. So that sounds to me really good. I was offered an offering like that recently. So that would be $200,000. Somebody matched me $100,000. And that's very possible. Very possible to come. So that's why I'm hitting the Deja Vu in the book. So, there's that. That was it. Okay. Let's see here. So, I did a lot of comedy, try to keep my head cool from the migraine. Deja Vu on the migraines before an earthquake hits. Out of all the years that I've learned about earthquakes and going through these migraines, I can tell you it's close. Sometimes it takes, I've had to deal with it up to 2 or 3 days. Now I'm going to say this because I want people to really understand what it's like to be a medium as well as psychic. You see, it's two different types of magic working in here. As well as the other types of magic. So see, I work with all the magics all the time. So that has to come into play with all of it at once. And I opened up all the doors to begin with. So, but if I couldn't handle it, I'd done been gone. But apparently, definitely, exactly, I can handle it. I've been doing it. So, the way that I feel like I'm talking to her and her relaying information. What do I know about my dreams? Prepare. Just have you 2 weeks worth of water that you could know you could get by comfortably. Your generators, ladies and gentlemen, get your generators. Make sure they're running. I want to say I appreciate those who have been sending me a message. I've got myself prepared and ready for it. Deja Vu, awesome. Make sure everyone around you is too. Okay? That's why I work the way I do. That's why I'm trying to come up with what I do. I have ability to store things for those purposes. I do not collect those things and keep them there. I never perceived I would. I've got the stuff for myself and my family and friends who are just a small group. What about my sanctuaries? I've told them, they need to prepare themselves before they prepare my sanctuaries. They need to take care of themselves to make sure that those sanctuaries are open for everyone. There you go. So, are they filling it up? There are those who are willing to help, yes, very much so. They know who they are. I hope you enjoy your service. I'm giving you one right now. I know I haven't been able to with the book and everything, but we'll get back to that. We'll get back to the rituals. We'll get back to the services. I see it in the foreseeable future, but it's going to be a while. That's going out to those who are part of my congregation here. So, I told you I'm a high priest of magic. That means I'm also the minister. Makes sense, right? How about the next hook? Okay, so I could go into some more of the book, and Deja vu on nobody expected when Lucy. Yeah, hold on. Sorry, everyone. Thumbs up. I hear you. Have a good one. Okay, I'm back live. All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you later tomorrow. Have a good one. Okay. Um. Now, no one expected that. Did you really like the dining room scene or the entertainment scene, the pretty much nightclub scene of, you know, of the comedy scene? Exactly. That turned out really good. I liked the way that um, Mr. Anton Jr. got the big head. You know, he did. Really, you could tell it too. Yes, deja vu. He gets knocked out of a chair, and I'm not going to tell nobody yet. I'm going to wait till more of the book sold. Very good, wasn't it? Yes. That's the difference, though. That's the difference in my life. I'm that guy. I'm that guy who will sit there and somebody. I don't get knocked out of a chair. No, I'm the guy who will say, "Hey, look, you know, yeah, I'd like to have you an order of fries on the side, you know," and they understand because I'm Satan. That's my job. But when somebody else comes along and says way totally not what Satan says, then they get what they deserve. You got to read the book to know what I'm talking about. You got to, yes, deja vu. You definitely do. Uh, yeah. How would you like to be sitting having dinner with me and plates of food come up disappearing? Exactly. Deja vu. That's a great hook, isn't it? Very much so. Yes. Yes. So I keep getting the what about, talk about the mansion. Um, the dealer in the mansion. How did people like that? It literally leaves you to yourself for a moment, doesn't it? When you're sitting there and you're going, this just makes no sense. You're sitting there going, this made no sense at all. Right? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about when you stop and think about it. And then how they just thump to the floor. You know what I mean? Yeah, to the floor. So there's a lot of floor scenes in my book. So when I say, hey, we're going to rock you to the floor, rock you to your soul, rock. You kind of know what I mean. Yeah. A lot of floor scenes. Deja vu on the window. Am I going to talk about the window? Window breeze. There you go. There's a hook right there. It was coming. You knew it. You know it. When you get to that part, it's like, I should know this. I should know what's fixing to happen next. And it's like, boom, right out of left field. And leave them where they lie. That's all you can say. Exactly. Deja vu. Leave them where they lie. And they're like, yeah. You know you're rooting for the bad guy in this one for sure. There's no doubt. Oh, man. I've loved doing this tonight, everyone. I'm going to call it night because my throat's getting dry. A lot of air in the water. A lot of water in the air. Sorry. I've been on here for quite a while. I hope I got to entertain some people. How long have I been? Let's see here. Okay, so about an hour and a half now. I know. This has been awesome. Thank you all. Thank you. I helped a lot with the headache, trying to get it to calm down. What am I going to be doing later on? Will I be doing, what am I working on tomorrow? So when I say I'm working on something tomorrow, I've really got to leave it in Mother Earth's hands, in the planet Earth's hands, her design. I feel like that if I try to step out of that, you know what I mean, then everything's going to go off track. And I'm really trying to stay focused because she's propelling me somewhere I need to go. So I go with that and let her just keep pulling me that way. And I feel like I'm doing right. But if I try to go over here, or if I try to go over there, things start getting out of whack. So I just keep going back this way. Deja vu. Deja vu. Will you get to hear more of my comedy? I'm spiritually praying for that, yes. As well as I used to do comedy music. So I've really talked to Mama Earth about trying to lay out something for people when it comes to the music, the comedy, the book, and just get it all focused into one thing. But most everybody knows when I do a show or if I'm doing something, it's, they just know it's going to be good. They know they're going to be well entertained. Did I not entertain you? I ask again. Did I not entertain you? Can I say it one more time? You make my head go. Down. You miss my head. When you come down, you go down. So, a couple of these, a couple of those, a couple of these, a couple of those, a couple of them. You can't say this, you can't say that. You can't say, and you can't say, and you can't go, and you can't say, and you can't go, and you can't do, and you can't. I love you all. Have a wonderful, sweet night. And may I see the sun come up and the skyborns live for eternity. Asa rasa, media sicha, marayo. Good morning. Good morning. Am I saying it right? Good morning. Good morning. Take my hand. Let me be a candlelight to you in the most darkest of nights. And I'll sing you a lullaby. Deja vu. I'm with you. Deja vu. Goodbye, everyone. Tomorrow, first thing.